guys? Welcome back to SoccerBeat. We are talking Pirates. We've just finished watching the Pirates game versus Magesi away from home. Pirates get over the line 1-0. Could have been a bit more. Obviously, Magesi went down to 10 men pretty early on. Pirates played against 10 men for 60, 70 minutes. You would have hoped that they would have maybe scored a couple more goals, but it seemed like at halftime, Rivera pulled up the handbrake a little bit, made a few changes, and I almost used it as the Pirates into cruise control, and they just sort of cruised through the game. What did you make of that, Slimkat?
Mike, you didn't do the whistle. How's it to the viewers? You didn't do the whistle, Mike. It's just so things are not the same.
Whistle. Just hold the front. Hold the front.
I don't have whistle. Bench is going to fly to the front. No. You know what, Mike? So today's game for me, I feel like comfortable. I feel like so relaxed. You know why? Because I was worried in the beginning of this game because, the South African mindset, especially in the player, when you come off a result like we had, the 8-1 against Marumo Gallants, so automatically we tend to think that's just the natural instinct of the mindset of our players here in South Africa. So now we just have to go onto the field and we'll get the result. So that I was a bit worried about that, But when watching the game and seeing how things unfolded, I was really happy and pleasantly confident after that first few minutes. Because you know why? We dominated in the sense of we dictated how things were going to be. Yes, Magesi's gone in a bit of a slump and with a new coach and stuff like that happening now. But yet, we're the big team, and we showed that today for me by dictating how the game is going to go, dictating the tempo of the game and who has control of the ball, and that's the Orlando Pirates way, And at one stage of the game as well, you know how difficult it is, Mike, when you play against 10 men. You know how difficult it can be. You can automatically go into a mindset of I have to be more careful now because maybe the referee is looking for something to give against us. But we just never mind that. We went bombed with 7 forward, 7 attacking. While they were 10 men, we really stamped our authority on the game. And yesterday we could have scored a bit more goals and stuff like that. But me, I'm just happy that the mindset was good. The mindset was, because I was worried about the mindset, especially after the result of the weekend.
Yeah, no, it is definitely very dominant. Like they're just and calm as well. They go 1-0 up. You go down to 10 men, often you'll be like, the fans are going now, they're thinking, no, we must go forward. It was like, no, patient. We're just going to knock it around. We're going to suck them out and we'll do our thing.
100%.
And
100%.
This looks like a team that has been at the top of the log for years and years, like very, very cool.
Yeah.
And you're taking the age into account as well. You're thinking, these are young boys, and they're showing maturity above their years. No, it's special.
100%.
I have to ask your opinion that Mofokeng goal. Honestly, that's one of the best goals I've seen, definitely this year. But in a like every time you think like, okay, I think this boy's got talent, and then he does something else, and you're just like, oh my goodness, like he just.
Special.
I mean, we were at the All Stars game the other day, and we were watching him in the pockets, in the space. I mean, often when you watch a game, you think like, okay, this guy's a good player when you watch him on TV, but when you watch someone in real life. And you watch the way he maneuvers in the space. You watch the way he maneuvers in the pockets. He plays with the fullback. Is he going to come in? Is he going to go behind?
To understand that, 100%. Like that for me. It's like you can see he's miles above the rest. From Nkota looks dangerous as well on the ball, but you can just see his thinking and his understanding of the game is miles ahead of that type of winger. We're just comparing the two wingers, right? And he knows when to go inside, especially to let the fullback come. He knows, especially all those are things you learn with time and with experience. And him having all that knowledge and understanding of the game already just shows you something special. Even with the goal, if you break the goal down, Mike, he comes inside, sees that the defender is in the path that he's knowing. So he's already seen what he wanted to do. He's seen that already. So he knows the defender is in my path. I cannot do that. How am I going to get him to move away? And then he hits him with a vala where he turns his shoulder and then he creates that space for himself. And the composure to put the ball where it needs to be. That's putting the ball there, Mike. That's not where in most of us in South Africa, we're going to go rata. Not him. He's created that space knowing that Chipazeze is all the... If we're breaking this game down, like in the sense of everything. I'm seeing it from a goalkeeper's point of view, looking at him with the ball, thinking to myself, there's no chance he can get past this because my defender is on him, I have still cover in front of me, everything. But he's read the game into another situation where if I move this guy by doing this movement, I create that space. The goalkeeper will be stuck there because I'm not going anywhere. I'm thinking to myself, I'm stationed properly, side of the ball, angle is properly. He's got no chance because you're not thinking of him valaing this player. And then as soon as he valas it, Mike, he creates that space and caught Chipazeze by surprise. Caught him by surprise because Chipazeze never thought he would think that far. And that's the ability that this boy has.
Yeah. The thing is, like, it's not the first time he does that. Like, he likes to do that, Vala, as well. So as a player, as a defender, I'm thinking to myself, like, he's gonna do that, so don't move. But it's such a convincing one that, like, your body moves and your head's saying, don't do it, Mike. And then, like, he hits you with that thing, and you and then it's just
you're speaking it from a defensive point of view, Mike. Even me that was sitting watching the game, even I turned my back when he hit it. You know what I'm saying? That's how convincing he was. But this boy's special, Mike. He is special, and you can see him. He plays with no fear. He enjoys the game. He enjoys his job. He enjoys finding those little pockets, you know. Because you can get some players, especially you get players as well who are being hyped a lot, and then all of a sudden they just find that they drift away, you know. And this happens to senior players that get hyped as well. But this boy is he's just not worried about that. He plays with that feeling, and he shows us that. I love this game. I love doing these things. I love that.
Like, a lot of guys would be like, they didn't expect to be at this level. That it's almost like with him, he's like, this is my level. I think further than that. Like, even at the All-Stars thing, when you looked at how the other guys were celebrating after the game, whatever, he just walked around like casually, like this is not really. This is a play game. Like, this is not for me. Like, very relaxed.
But that's where you can also see, Mike, that he's still a pure kid. You know, he's still a pure kid. He just walks, I like this. You know, this is lekker. You know, but he doesn't go crazy. He knows, listen, I done my job. I love that. And now, this is nice. You know, but not where he goes over the top. No. He's got that look in his eye when you watch him as well. Or when he, like the one chance when he missed when they played in the ball, what the ball from Dino van Rooyen. The cross ball, you know, and then the touch, and he touched it a bit too hard and they closed it down. And then the slow camera showed that when he was running back, he closed his face and he was frustrated with that, you know. Whereas there's some kids at his age will miss that opportunity, think, yes, next one. No, he doesn't like that. He doesn't like those opportunities, you know, because he creates it for himself, and the runs and the lines he makes for himself and the space. And I just love the mentality that this boy has, and I hope that he's being looked after, you know, because you can see as well that, you know, he's being hyped to that place where he's going to be the next one, you know. Yeah. But we just need that covering around him as well. We need that protection around him, because this is a good boy, man. This is not one of that boys where you think to yourself, this game's going to take him away if he gets all hyped up, you know. He's not one of those kids. So we must protect him well, especially from our media. Our media is always looking for that next one, which rightfully so. But they can also overblow it, because as soon as they blow it over and this boy doesn't hit a period where things don't go right for him, then they're going to hammer him, you know. So he looks like a boy that's just loving the game, just enjoying the game. So we, the adults and the guys who's looking after him, the seniors, the agents, just be protective of this boy, man, because this is a little gem in the making, you know?
Yeah. Guys, let's quickly hit to an ad break. We'll be back in a couple.
The ad break. That's your ad break.
Hey, Taola.
All right, here we go.
Ko Betway ba tshepela hore o tshwantse o betjhe ka tsela e nepahetseng. Ka nako e nngwe ho tlamehile hore o ikhule hanyane. Ka nako tse ding
o ska leka go busha tše di lahlegilego.
Nakusasa kuse olunye kusuku.
Dlala ngokusemandleni wakho.
Ge o tlhoka thušo go gona.
hopola, bet responsibly.
Welcome back, guys. Thanks for staying with us. SoccerBeat. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Slimkat. Now we've talked about the wonderful attack of Orlando Pirates. Now let's talk about our department, the defense. Your goalkeeper, again, obviously he didn't lay hands on the penalty, but as keepers would say, the ball never went to the net, so you take it as a save. And
100% great save with the eyes.
Another clean sheet for the back four as well. Hotto's missing. No one's even mentioned the fact that he's been missing. Marco's fitted in like a glove. Like the depth is looking really good. Yeah.
100%, right? And listen, with the goalkeeper, the save, we call it the save with eyes. Jeez, you know, it's just his stature. Like people like you, I always mention it about him, his stature, you know, his stature. That's what his stature does, you know. It just gives that feeling, that aura in the goal. Like, geez, this guy's massive, you know, because even when we stand up close to him, he's a big boy, you know. Yeah. So he's making that aura of him felt around in that penalty area. Where whoever comes in there, they know he's a dominant figure here. Even though the crosses the first half, the one corner kick that came up, that's just after a beautiful save he's made from one of the guy as well, tucked inside. He had to shot he parried it over the bar, you know. Then straight after that, collects the cross. It just shows dominance. Dominance, gets the ball, beautiful service out to Nkota. I think it was Nkota on the right hand side as well. But everybody's just playing to their part. And with the depth, like you mentioned as well, Otto being missing. I never even knew Otto wasn't involved. That's how easily the boys are fitting in. And like even what's his name, Talent Mbata now, Makaula, they look more comfortable. Even in that first half, you saw Mike. When we attack, you have. This, I'm sure the coaches' tactics. This is the coaches' tactics where we go at them at the box. Rayla them is going at them, but then we'll have Talent sitting outside and Makaula right at the box. As soon as the ball gets lost, immediate pressure right there. That's how confident and dominant we are. We're pressing them, but that also, I think that comes from the confidence coming into Dlamini and Makaula. Is you have a guy like Makaula and Mbata, what's his name? Mbata. The two of them having that confidence to do their work comfortably because they know once they get the ball, they can just release it to a player like Dlamini. So they can do their job comfortably, not one of them expecting to do what they're not really good at, and that is playing that final passes which Dlamini has. And speaking of Dlamini doing his thing as well. We look so comfortable at the back, solid, organized, and once you have that base.
Yeah. The two centre-backs, obviously you've played with some incredible centre-backs over your career. When you talk about Tibisi and Sesani, like ball players, comfortable on the ball, just go about their business again. Like nothing, you actually don't want to notice your centre-backs. Like your centre-backs should just, you look at Van Dijk, like never looks troubled. When it might be like a very difficult situation, but just manage it perfectly, no issues. 100%. And that's the way I feel about this back four at the moment. Sesani, very relaxed, never flies into challenges, never dives in, very, very calm. Sibisi, exactly the same. Like that's what you want to feel 100%. As a goalkeeper in front of you. Like how does that feel when you have that type of calmness in front of you?
That stability as well, Mike. I think what, like let's push ourselves a little bit, just hype ourselves. Let's tell ourselves that it's because of the crap that we've been speaking about them, that's been constructive crap that they've been listening to it. Because CBC, you can see them. Me personally, I've been speaking about CBC, and not criticizing him personally, but just speaking about as a centre back role as a leader. And for me, for this 2 games, the one in the week and that, they've been dealing with whatever striker that's there. And what I love about them, Mike, is the fact that today's centre backs, because we're ball playing centre backs, we always trying to be clever, right? And by that I mean trying to sneak balls away, trying to sneak balls in front of defender, in front of strikers. And the way is clever strikers, all they do is roll them, and they don't do that. They let them have the ball. If you need to be if you're in an area where they know, listen, I need to bite at you, I'm going to bite at you. But also knowing that, listen, I'm not going to try and steal this ball. I'm going to force you into an area where I know you, where I'm comfortable. And that's what they've been doing all the time. And the pairing has been working really well as well, because if the striker moves to the one side, the other's always there to cover, So there's that understanding coming with the two of them as well, So where we've been constructively criticizing them, they've been raising their game as well, but also constructively telling us, listen, they know what they're doing, So it's been really, really quality, Yeah. They've been, but you know what, Mike? We're not criticizing our players because of what they are doing. We constructively criticize because what that is needed from them in the game. What is needed from them, and all they're doing now, we can see they're comfortable, too clean. What was it? No. Okay, we won't call them Marumo Gallants on a clean sheet, but we never look like in danger from the strikers anymore. I don't mind about the shots that Chaine has to say, because if you're shooting from 40, 50 yards, there's nothing we can do about that. We have a shot from there. We have a bloody Spider-Man in the goals here, so you can do that all day. We don't mind that. Yeah. But as a defense, we're looking really solid.
The break. But when you're going for the league now against a club like Sundowns, the margins are this small, so you've got to worry about those finer details and everything. But we'll chat about that after the break, and we'll wrap it up, guys.
The Carling Black Label Cup is here to put the power back in your hands. Magesi at the Carling Cup on 21 December at Orlando Stadium. Buy a Carling Black Label and vote for your Carling All-Stars. T's and C's apply. South Africa, be sharp. Not for persons under the age of 18.
Okay, guys, thank you for staying with us. Just before we wrap it up, we want to chat about Moeneeb. We can start to smell it now. We're in the race. We're in the hunt here.
Yeah.
3 points off Sundowns, game in hand, same goal difference. We win the next one, we go above them. That's happens no matter what. Just need to win the next one and we jump Sundowns halfway through the league. I mean, Buccaneer fans, we can start to smell it, and I think that's why we so like every game is so massive now, and it's the first time we've actually felt how close it is now. And what do you
100%.
think?
So we a game in hand, right, Mike?
Yeah.
And 3 points off the top, right? So the mental strength still lies with Sundowns, you know. The mental strength still lies with them, you know. But we've also been confidently doing our job, picking up the points, not underestimating teams, you know, because normally these smaller teams are the ones that knock us off the race, you know. But we've been just getting over. This is away from home as well that we played today. Picked up the 3 points, so that gives us that championship mentality, you know, like, hey, we're in a race here because these are the ones that's going to win you the league. Right, and you can see as things are standing, it's going to go down to goal difference at the end of the day. If you just think about it ahead now, you know, so tight. Because Sundowns going to keep winning.
A little bit more like killer instinct there. When we went the 1-0 up, like I would have, like obviously if they can get Radio Pane on and scoring goals, it just adds another arrow into our arsenal there. So obviously you do want to get him in and Gilberto, and you get these guys firing. Then you think more and more. We've got guys for Africa. We've got a good squad. You obviously need to get that 100% squad sharp, but at the same time, like
100% great point,
and finish these teams, like get three,
put
them away. Like we can't complain. It's 8 in the last game, but I mean, maybe just
no, but you have
goal difference now. Let's take it easy.
Yeah, no, that's a great point, Mike. You know, that sharpness to everybody. You know, and you can see the coach trying it as well. You know, trying to give everybody, because I think he can also sense it a little bit. He's not going to say it out in the media, but he senses as well. Hey, this is the race is on now. You know, so he does that change as well, so that we can have a big, strong squad for that push to the end. You know, he can see that, he can sense that as well. Yes, we'd like to have more goals, but looking at it as well, Mike, for me, at the present moment, we get 1-0, 3-0, 3 points away from home. Because for me, these Magesis are the big teams. These smaller ones are the big teams to get the results about. So we take the 3 points. That we, like you said, we picked up that 8 in the midweek there. You know, I was more fearful of the fact that it was going to be, we can just go onto the pitch and we will win. They never had that mindset. They also, I think, can feel as a squad, listen, it's that time now. It's switch on time now. And I'm very, very proud and very proud of the performance, in the sense of that, where we went there and had get the job done. That's what's going to be now. Get the job done. Because as soon as we're going to think...
How long has it been since we had a Pirates team where the coach could make 3-4 changes and you just say, okay, like this team looks like we can still go out and do the business. You've got Mabasa starts. You think, okay, that's a good. Mahopa starts. Okay, now you've got Rado Pane coming into the mix as well. You're thinking those are three really good strikers that can now lead the line. Mofokeng's the guy like your Salah. He starts every game. And then you can change on the other side with Saleng, with Porter. Like, there's plenty of options.
There's so much. Mikey, we completely even forgot about seeing Tito again today. You know? Tito again, it was so nice to see him back on the field again, you know? And finding those little spaces, because, you know, that's what Tito brings. Tito finds those little pockets, and he has that confidence to hold those balls in that pockets. You know? He might not sometimes always have that final pass, but that's what he brings to us, you know? So it's good to see him again back in the mix as well, to have him back in the mix as well. And because we're going to need everybody. Look, Otto needs a rest. I'm sure his meat on his back says red there, you know. He says red, so the coach need to keep changing as well, you know. Dino van Rooyen just looks like he can run all day, you know. Yeah. So if our wingers decide to tuck in where they can rest in the pockets, we have that 2 fullbacks who could bomb on all day. If they're doing too much, we have a guy like Lamine who can put his foot on the ball. We have a guy like Tito who can put his foot on the ball. If that is not working, where we can do the integral passing in between, we have so much options. Then we have Mbata who can shoot from goal kicks. You know what I'm saying? We have all that. We have a good variety and a good depth as well. You know, so things are really looking positive, and I'm feeling that energy to say, hey, listen, we are in here. You know, Sundowns are feeling it as well, because I prefer us to be chasing than to be sitting there. You know, we don't have the experience to be sitting there. Sundowns have that, but we have the experience being hunters, you know. So everything is for this race to the final part now. It's looking exciting, Mike.
Yeah. Okay, Buccaneers fans, we can relax for the weekend now. Now we go watch, as not the gold side of Soweto, the yellow side, as Moeneeb puts it. So we'll see what happens now. They're under pressure now. So let's see what I do this weekend. But Buccaneers fans, great again. Please tell us in the comments how much you enjoyed that performance, and whether you think that Pirates can do it this year. Because we both.
Let's go watch it Block and Black team play.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Moeneeb, don't whistle. Keep those teeth, please. And we'll see you guys.
We found a use for it, Mikey. We found a use for it.
Cheers, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
SoccerBeat, what's